Welcome to Dance Fit Biz Builders. I'm Orit, dancer, instructor, and proud owner of a thriving belly dance fitness business. And in this podcast, I'm giving it to you straight, sharing what it takes to kickstart and grow your dance and fitness business for the success you deserve. Whether you're a seasoned instructor, a passionate performer, or dreaming of turning your love for dance and fitness into a thriving career, you're in the right place. Lace up those sneakers and pull on those dance shoes and get ready for truth smacks, tips, and inspiration. Let's do this. Hey there, and welcome back to Dance Fit Biz Builders. This is episode 33. And I'm so thrilled to have you here today. So I want to dive into something that's been on my mind for a very long time. Honestly, since 1998. So my question for you is, have you ever found yourself frustrated in a dance fitness class? If you have, I bet you can relate to this. So here's the thing. Dance fitness classes, and even dance classes for that matter, should be fun, right? I mean, they're supposed to be about moving our bodies, losing ourselves in the music, and getting a great workout. But when it comes to teaching dance fitness formats that are taught on the song structure, guys, there are hidden costs, and it's not just financial. And honestly, it does. It leaves students, even seasoned dancers, feeling lost and trying to catch up all the time. So if you've ever felt this way, you're not alone. And today, I want to break down why I believe this song-structured approach is super frustrating, even to a trained dancer like myself. So, what prompted me to do this episode was a demo that I was invited to teach for one of the facilities that I work at. There were about 5 teachers demoing, and they all were top-notch instructors. And to be honest, I was impressed, I was surprised, and I was frustrated all at the same time. We were all dance fitness instructors teaching our own formats. But let me get into the detail, all right? Here's why it was super frustrating, and I might get a little passionate here. Every time in these dance fitness formats, in a class that I walk in, and even at this demo, right, with well-known instructors, I see students struggling to keep up. They're always playing catch up, okay? Just when everyone starts to feel like they're getting the hang of the moves, bam, the song ends. And then now you're on to the next song with different choreography. And within that one song that the teacher is cueing, there are different sections of the song. The rhythm changes, right? And then the instructor has to cue a whole new set of moves. And what happens? It becomes disjointed, right? And it feels like they're playing catch up instead of truly dancing. And I get it. Many instructors feel they have to design choreography around the song's intro, the verse, the chorus, the bridge. But all that cueing and shifting can sacrifice clarity, the repetition that students need to feel successful the right way, right? And here's what happens. When an instructor cues the next move, and with these dance fitness formats, you can't speak. It's all about visual cueing. They have to show the cue instead of say it. And so now what happens? The instructor doesn't do that move because they're showing the next move before it happens. And what happens is that the dancers don't finish the previous move. They literally just stand there for like a milli of a second while this teacher is cueing the next move. So again, disjointed, it's disruptive, and the flow is broken. Do you want that in a dance fitness class? To always constantly have to be watching, right? And it's so interesting because at one of the classes that I went to, the instructor said after class, "Oh, don't worry, guys. If you keep coming back, you'll get familiar with the songs. But here's my question. Why shouldn't the students get it right away? Why do they have to come back to get the song? Why can't they feel successful right from the first class? Have you ever thought about that? And have you ever asked that question? Okay, here's another thing that I found super frustrating, and I still do. Performers versus teachers. Guys, what happened to student-centered teaching? What happened to the student? They're the important ones, not the instructor. You want to make sure they're successful and they get the workout. This isn't a stage, folks. So it's this performer syndrome that I'm so frustrated with. Now I get it. As instructors, we need to bring the energy. We need to be motivating and we need to inspire our students. But there's a line between motivating students and just putting on a performance, right? Sometimes I feel like I'm watching an instructor put on a show instead of teaching. And guys, I see this with my fellow colleagues at fitness conventions. This is not a show. You're teaching them the format that you created. Why is this all of a sudden a performance? I know for me as a consumer, that's not going to make me want to get certified in your dance fitness format because you put on a performance. What's going to make me certified in your dance fitness format is if I get it as a dancer, and then I know if I can get it, then I can teach it to my own students. See where I'm going here? Instructors, those who teach to the song structure and who may feel that they put on a little bit of a performance, guys, there needs to be a balance, right? And I'm just even in general, there needs to be a balance for those in the performance-based teachers. Showmanship is great. But students come to class to learn, not just to watch. So when the focus shifts too far toward performing, students end up feeling like they're playing the game of catch-up again, right? Rather than getting a meaningful learning experience. Dance should be a shared journey, guys, between teacher and student, not just a solo show. Yeah, there's that real disconnect. Something happened here with teachers who perform versus teach. Another thing is underpaid versus over-prepared. Now, here's the reality check, okay? After one of these classes, I asked the instructor, how long did it take them to prep the choreography for this 45-minute class? You want to know what they said? It took them almost an entire month to develop one class, to have 8 to 10 different songs and have a different choreography per song. See, I mean, that's impressive dedication, but I couldn't help but think, are instructors really getting compensated for all that work? Think about all that work that instructors are putting in, and you might be getting paid, what, $50 for a 45-minute class? $60 maybe if you're lucky? $25? Are you getting paid developing the choreography and then memorizing it, right? For most dance and fitness instructors, the answer is no. This high-effort choreography designed to match every section of the song, it's too much demand. Yeah, it's unsustainable, right? Especially for teachers, we're already undervalued and underpaid, right? So why perpetuate it? Look, it's important, at least for me, I'm not going to speak for everybody, but for instructors to feel that their hard work is worthwhile, but it shouldn't come at the expense of their time and mental energy. Can I get an amen? And another thing I wanted to mention about these choreographies that I found very, very frustrating. What happened to seamless lead leg change? Why are some of these instructors going forward and back with a move and then start on the left? If the right foot is available, why not start with the right? What's happening? There's no attention paid to precision, if you will, perfection, to seamless. I encourage instructors who are teaching these song structured formats to really look behind you and look, are these students fumbling over their feet? Because I am sure they are, right? I went to this demo with these high ranking instructors. Actually, they were celebrity instructors. People were still fumbling over their feet. Now, come on. Come on. Would you pay a high celebrity instructor and you still fumble over your feet as a student? I mean, if I'm going to pay that top dollar, I want top dollar teaching. So I want to tell you what the alternative is, what the game changer is. That's going to fix all of this, all of these hidden costs for both you and your student. It's teaching to non-stop music on the 32 count and start teaching classes on the beat. Stop teaching to sections of the song. It's going to be the most effective and the most enjoyable for everyone. Here's why. With continuous nonstop music, students don't get interrupted. There's no 30-second pause, right? And also, there's that repetitiveness, right? You're not learning 8 to 10 different songs. You're sticking to one song, right? See, this 32 count system, it breaks down choreography into manageable, repetitive segments. And these are called blocks. It allows students to find a groove without the pressure of constant changes, right? Or playing catch up. They can finally learn it. And for the teacher, it's less stress. It's more manageable. There's more flexibility. You don't have to fight and stay with the changes. You can keep repeating as much as you need, as much as the students need when you are teaching on the beat. See, the beauty of the 32 count format is that it's designed with the students in mind. See, the flow is continuous, and then the students can finally feel like they're dancing, not just following along. All right. So, folks, I hope you see the hidden costs, right? So you've got a hidden cost about students not being able to follow along, right? And then they're going to feel like, I'm not coming back, right? You want people to feel successful right from the get-go. And then you're not going to have to play catch up just like the students. And then you're going to be able to teach stress-free. And you will be able to shine even more than stress out of what's the next section and memorizing all that. Another recap is performing versus teaching. Guys, you're doing your students a disservice, right? Stop performing and teach. Let's get back to student-centered teaching and give your students the value that they came for. How about also getting paid what you're worth? Stop preparing for hours. When you teach on the 32 count and with nonstop music, all you need is one freaking routine, guys, that you repeat over and over again that will make students feel successful. You're going to finally get paid what you're worth, not having to prep that long. All right. And finally, we all know, as I just said, the only way to do all this is with nonstop music, teaching on the 32 count, which is on the beat. That is it. It's the music, folks. So if you're an instructor who is teaching on the song-specific method, I challenge you to try something different. Experiment with a 32 count format, continuous music, right? See how it impacts you. See how it impacts your students, your teaching. It's all about creating an inclusive, student-centered experience where everyone feels successful right from the start. All right, I'm offering 2 ways that you can work with me. I have 2 different types of academies. I have the Sharkey Instructor Academy for those who are new to teaching and for those who are belly dancers and teaching traditional belly dance classes. It's a 4-month program, and I'd love to have you, and I'd love to introduce this to you and really get this format in your bones. And the great thing about this is it's not just about teaching belly dance. It's a way of teaching. You can do any genre of dance and apply this Sharkey principle. I have another academy that are for fitness pros who already teach dance fitness or for those who already teach on the 32 count. And it's called Sharkey's Accelerated Instructor Academy. And that's a 2-month program. And you can find about these 2 academies when you go to sharkey.com/teach. The next Sharkey Instructor Academy begins January 6th. And the 2-month program, which is the accelerated program, is an ongoing program that you can enter at any time. But the difference is that you don't get any coaching from me. Yeah. It's a self-paced program that you do on your own time. Yeah. Okay. So guys, I hope this helped. Really think about this. I know this is longer than usual, but I'm super passionate about this. Give teaching on the beat a chance. Try it. And we have all different 32 count albums that you can purchase on our site. Just go to sharkey.com, SHARQUI.com. Go to royalty free music and you can find all the albums that we offer. All right, folks, until next time, go and kick ass.